I'm home from the gym, and then I went to Dick's Sporting Goods and I bought some new clothes: sweatshirt, running shorts, running pants. So yeah. Oh, oh, mi tasa samatati. En Padre, en tu sante. What is it? En Padre, Spirit. En Padre, se Filii, Spiritu Sancti. There it is. And I'm not Catholic, or I don't believe in any religion. Well, I don't believe in any God, and I have to believe in religion. It's a real thing. It's there, but I think it's toxic and damaging. It pulls people apart. That's the problem. Like, people have these different views of like the afterlife or stuff, but like it's all focused on the afterlife. Then why do you have to like behave a certain way in this life in order for the afterlife to be a certain way? It's too confusing. It makes no sense, and it's all based off of the sun. Like, anyway, like when we were, like in tribes and stuff, we would just follow the sun, and that's where like the whole story came from. Of like the star child. What up, bitch? Ranting about how weird things are in the world. Like how people segregate in order to like be happy. Like, but then they're like obviously gonna get into fights with each other because humans are humans, dude. Hello, Blake is it Marquis, or Marquez? Whatever. Hello, Blake. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I was just saying that, like, I don't know. I was ranting about how religions are weird to me, just because like they're all based on the same thing and like all kind of like branch off from the same tree in a sense that like Judaism is the Hebrew religion like started long ass time ago. Like from like they existed around during like still during the Roman Empire and stuff like that. So when paganism, I guess, was still around, there were still Jewish people, but it was done differently. But the thing is that like the God of Abraham and shit like that, like Christianity is just a subsect, a cult off of Judaism. So I don't understand why Christians have like some beef with the Jews. Like, and if you say that like Jewish people killed Jesus, that's weird because the Romans did that. Like, and also I don't even know if Yeshua existed. Neither do you. Neither does no one knows. Like, and I personally, I don't think he did. I don't think Yeshua Sa Yosef was a person. And if he was probably a good person, but he wasn't divine. He was probably a really good guy, though. Like, his beliefs were to help everyone. So, like, I imagine he was a great person to be around at Yeshua. But there's also parts in the Bible where he comes off as a dick, like a total dick. Like, this family invites him into their home, and he starts, Yeshua starts babbling Yeshua stuff. So everyone in the house is gathered around him, and they're listening to him. And the wife of the man of the house is making food for them, and she asks the daughter for some help. And Yeshua responds to the mother, "She is actually doing more than you by sitting here listening to the scripture, to my words, rather than helping you in the kitchen cooking for the guests that are in your house." I don't know about you, but if some random guy came into my house and told me that I couldn't ask my daughter for help cooking, dude, he'd be out on his ass in a second. All of you would be the same way. Like, so Yeshua comes off as kind of a dick sometimes. Like, you know, he's just like, I am the light and the way. Who the fuck says that? Like, sorry, but like, that's kind of arrogant, you know? Yeshua wasn't real. John 1:1 doesn't prove anything. Hebrews 1-8, he doesn't. And Isaiah 41-10 doesn't. Yeah, tell me about Ephesians, okay? Look into Ephesians and tell me about how great like people are treated in there. Look into the book of Matthew and tell me about how they kill like an entire, how Yahweh gives them the complete green light to go and massacre an entire area, literally including women, children, and their animals. And he actually says to burn and salt the earth. This is your God. This is Yahweh saying that. Like, so even if God is real, I don't like him. Like, if you really read the Bible with an open mind, Yeshua is just a piece of it. Yahweh, yes. Oh, that is so fucking true. It's like, did Mary consent? Because she was 13. So here's what really happened. Mary got raped. Joseph didn't want her to get killed for, an honor killing. So he said he was the father. That's it. And then they went to Jerusalem to get the fuck out. Because they were in Galilee originally. Like, so dude, don't reference the Bible to come at me with shit. Because, like, there's things in the Bible that could completely, like, negate what you say. They go against each other. They contrast so hard. You don't need consent to poo-poo in your neighbor's bed, yo. Try it. Try it. Go try it, dude. See what happens. Like, see what happens. Go shitting in your neighbor's bed. Pull an Amber Heard. Go nuts. You know, like, fucking Jesus. And there's another thing. Like, Jesus Christ just means King of the Jews. Jesu Christo just means King of the Jews. That's it. And they put that on top of his cross. It was meant to mock him. But here's the deal. Like, there's Christ stories all over history. They're all the same. And it's because they're all based off of the sun pattern. Like, where the sun goes down. Like, if you follow the sun curve, like, every day in the same place, you'll notice that it dips. But, like, you'd only notice that if you took pictures every day. But it dips. Like, and since our ancestors had way more time to look at the fucking sun, they went by, like, when you get around January 24th, 25th, the sun stops lowering. And then after 3 days, it starts rising again. It's the Star Child story. It's Shiva. It's Apollonius of Macedonia. It's Horus. Like, it's all the same story, man. Theo, arts and crafts. I don't care, dude. Yeah, isn't that funny? It's just the sun. No fun name. Yeah. All the other ones have, like, these kick-ass names. You know, like Polaris and, Beetlejuice, and, all the other. There's so many, but right now my mind is spacey because of my gabapentin. But yeah, and then we have the sun, and that's it. Creative. Look back at, like, some of the inventions that, like, were made in the. Ethan's right, actually. Soul. You're right. Soul. I have heard that before. Soul. You guys are right. That's a pretty cool name. You know? Soul's pretty cool. I'll go with that. Cool. Thanks, guys. I didn't know that. Wouldn't it be, like, better as, like, Solaris or something? Yeah, I know, it's just, like, I figured it was just a Latin word for sun, but doesn't it sound cooler? Like, Latin's pretty cool, man. I've been thinking of changing my middle name to Nemo. Like, I don't like the way it's pronounced, but in Latin it means no one. And that's what I feel like, you know. Hey, zombie, welcome back. The workout was fantastic. I worked on my back. I worked on my core a lot. I did, like, fucking 100 crunches with, like, 100-pound weight, and, like, and then I did, like, the lat pull down, and Then I ran for about 5 minutes. I did a lot of weight training today. Like I want to get that my fucking muscle mass up and then get the fat down. There, I'm looking to get a little cut. I want to look nice. I'm trying to pick up. I'm not trying to pick up anyone. I'm trying to find a nice woman to settle down with, and she deserves a guy that looks good too. Like I like petite women. So it's only fair that I look good for them too. Like, thanks, brother. Zombie, you rule. I like you. Latin is based, Brandon. I agree with you. Here's the weird thing with Latin, though. If you're speaking it, like, as long as the first and last words of the sentence are in the right place, the rest of the words can be in any order at all. Like, it's weird. Like, that's what makes Latin weird. Like, because, you could start a sentence with the, like, okay, say you wanted to be like, throw the socks down the stairs to me. Like, you could be like, throw socks stairs down, me too. And that would work, speaking in Latin. So, like, it's weird. It's like gibberish, but not. But I like it. Like, I use that method in my songwriting, like for my lyrics. Fractured sentences that still make sense. Like, that's why Emily Dickinson is my favorite author. Like, my favorite poet. Because if you, like go read a fly buzzed before I die. Like, her sentence structures are so awesome because they're fractured. Like, it's a fractured sentence, and yet when you read it, you know exactly what it means. I'm from Massachusetts, grinding. Water, guys, sorry. My meds give me cotton mouth so bad. You know why I have this? I have like this double chin. It's because of the no teeth. Teeth make it so your jaw like goes forward a little bit. So when I get my teeth back later this week, I won't have this stupid fucking frog thing there. Although I am French, so I am a frog. So there you go. Hello from, hi, dude. Louisiana is pretty badass. You guys are, you got the Cajun, the Creoles, and y'all know how to make a goddamn shrimp boil. Holy Christ. Like, dude, I am not Skrillex. Wow. No. I don't have a problem with him. I don't know him. But I know that he's a bandwagon jumper. Am I high? No. Not right now. I'm on an edible at work. I mean, what do you consider high? Like, because I am smoking a cartridge, but I wouldn't say I'm getting high. It just is comfortable. Being on an edible at work, I feel like it would fuck me up only because I would just be like, you know what? This sucks. I'm not doing anything. Like, I smoked pot once when I was at Guitar Center. Like, I went out to my car, smoked a bowl, came back in. I didn't want to do shit. Customer walked in. I was like, what do you want? I'm like, what do you want, dude? Like, Zombie, you got the right idea, man. Hell yeah. You're smoking the devil's lettuce. Not really, no. I'm smoking oil. Or, like purified oil. I only do the legal stuff now. Yeah. I mean, I was never like that at Guitar Center. My coworkers, they were like that. It's a Shark Tank in there. That's why. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, I knew when someone comes into Guitar Center, you're either going in there to look for stuff or you already have decided on what you want to buy. That's how that works. So I would just tell people what they wanted. I'd be like, if you need any help with anything, I'll be over here. Just let me know. And I didn't bother them after that. No, absolutely fucking not. You can have withdrawals from marijuana, yes, but all it is you're going to be a little cagey and bitey. That's it. You'll be irritable for like 3 days, and then you'll be fine. Like, but no, nausea and cold sweats. That's like opiates. If the doctor gives you opiates, okay. If the doctor gives you like Vicodin, Percocet, take what you were prescribed the way that it's fucking told. And when it's gone, it's gone. Let it go. Let it go away. Don't keep chasing it. Let it go away. That's how people become heroin addicts. Like, or if you really, really, yeah, Mr. Bone, if you really want to like raw dog it, get ibuprofen and you just fucking get through that shit. But, you know, for pain, I mean. I was on gabapentin for a bit, mostly used it for anxiety, but it took the edge off of quitting pot. Right, no, yeah, it works really well for anxiety. It also works well for pain. Like, it's weird because it's a anti-seizure medication, so it affects like your nerves. They give it to diabetic people a lot. Like when diabetic people have like foot pain that's not responding to opiates, like they'll give them gabapentin or anti-seizure medication, and usually that'll do it. Like, I think that's pretty cool. Like, had managers on my ear telling me I had to keep pushing a sale to customers or I'd be fired. Left that place ASAP. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. The managers are like, you need to be selling at all times. I'm like, do you know how obnoxious that is? When a salesperson just doesn't leave you the fuck alone, man, then you don't want to buy anything. Then you want to leave. You know? You're like, dude, you are bugging the shit out of me. I will let you know when I need your help. Like, and I understood that when I worked there. So I would just be like, hey, man, welcome to Guitar Center. Is there anything in particular you're looking for so I can lead you in the right direction? And they'd be like, well, I'm looking for a piano. I'd be like, okay, the piano area is right over here. If you need help with anything, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be right over here. And then I would leave them the hell alone. I almost said the F-bomb. I'm trying not to swear as much. Like, I would just leave them alone. Like, and then they'd come get help when they needed it. You know, can you tell me about this piano? Can you tell me what this does on that piano? You know, and then I was obliged to help. Hell yeah, dude. I loved that job. Like, because I was giving people instruments so that they could go home and write music and be musicians. That's the best job ever, man. I was helping people create things. So I felt a sense of fulfillment working at Guitar Center, even though now it sucks. When I go into those stores, holy shit, it is a fucking dystopian nightmare in there. It is crazy. I don't know what they're thinking. They're like, let's add teachers to this. Dude, nobody goes to Guitar Center to get guitar lessons. That happened in like the 90s or like the early 2000s. You know, like that time's gone. I told people about this like 15 years ago when I was working at Guitar Center. I'm like, dude, they're not going to need us. Like they're not going to. They already don't. Like back then, I was like, dude, they can go online, watch a video, see the entire way the piano works. Come in here and already know how to use the damn thing. We as salesmen they don't need us anymore. And in fact, we're more annoying. You know? Like, and so, yeah. Like, go back to the way that you were, Guitar Center. Just be a music store. You know, I go in there now and it's dead silent because nothing is demoable. That's pathetic, dude. How do you expect people to buy instruments if they can't demo them? Like, legit. Like, here's a MIDI controller. Cool, what does it do? I don't know. Yeah, fucking is sad. I go in there and the guy comes up to me and he's like, can I help you? And I'm just like, I know more than you. And then I go on my way. You know? I only go to DC now for small stuff like picks and strings. Yeah, because it's overpriced and usually gimmicky gear. Exactly, thank you. Like, half the shit there is like is promoted by a company that Guitar Center is working with, and like some of them are good. Yeah, like music is like the one thing I can safely say that like when you are spending more money, you are getting better things. Like facts. Like you get what you pay for in the music world. Like that's not true in every situation, but like in music equipment, it's fucking true. Times certainly have changed. I had a panic attack where I almost passed out, was dehydrated, caffeinated, smoked, and injured my thumb. Had a full-on attack. I can imagine why, dude. You were dehydrated, caffeinated, and were smoking. All of which make your heart rate go up. No wonder you had a fucking panic attack. Like I would too, dude, under that. While working? Holy Christ. I had a panic attack at Guitar Center once where I literally had to go behind the the PA system, speakers, the speaker wall, and I just had to sit there for like 2 hours. That's how bad my panic attack was. Like, and so that day, I had to figure out how am I going to get through this day with this panic attack going on, like, because there's no fucking way. So I decided, I'm like, okay, on my break, I'm going to go get a 5-hour energy shot. It's going to do one of two things. It's either going to make my panic attack unbelievably worse and I'm going to have to go home, or it's going to zero in my focus and it's going to get rid of the panic attack. Now that sounds weird, yeah? But like, I thought about it and I'm like, okay, panic attacks are when your mind's going out of control and shit. So what do they give to kids that can't do that? They give them speed, you know? They give Ritalin, Adderall, speed. So I went and got a 5-hour energy drink, got completely rid of my panic attack. I fucking kicked ass that day. I sold like so much shit. I sold like, I think it was like $1,500 worth of shit that day. It was fantastic. Like, yeah, everybody gets it different. For me, my panic attack was like, I couldn't talk to anyone, nobody. I couldn't be around anything. I couldn't be in silence. Like, it was like I was trapped in my head, and my head was the Iron Mask from the French movie, The Man in the Iron Mask. Like, it felt like that. Like, and like, it was inescapable, which is like one of my biggest like actual fears. So like the inescapability of it made it so much worse. Yeah, see Job, me, or whatever the fuck your name is. You don't need God to love someone, and to say that is unbelievably arrogant. It comes from a place of Christian arrogance. That's the problem with you people. My friend's mom was like that. She found out I was atheist, and she literally told me I was going to go to hell. I was like, Wendy, shut the fuck up, please. And I was in high school. Like, because I was wearing a Heartagram shirt. Does anybody remember Heartagrams from Him? The band Him? Yeah, I was wearing a Heartagram t-shirt. And she was like, you don't believe in God, do you, Christian? And I'm like, no. And she goes, so you believe in the devil? And I was like, no, I don't believe in the devil either. That would make no sense. Donnie, drop the tough guy act. What tough guy act? This was years ago, bro. Like, I was a dumbass teenager. But, like, yeah, it's, so she told, like, this woman fucking hated me because I just didn't believe in God. And, like, so there is no hate quite like Christian love, dude. Like, seriously. Like, telling somebody, like, you're not capable of loving someone because you don't believe in God. Like Steve Harvey said that. By the way, fuck you, Steve Harvey. I've loved harder in my life than I thought I could. And it led to a fuck ton of pain. But that pain made me grow. And I also see, I'm more grown up, man. But I didn't give up on love like some of these other fucking weirdos, dude. Like, love is the best thing that humans do. You know, I'd say it's the only thing we're good at. Like, it's the only good thing we produce for the most part from ourselves. You know, from our emotions. Like, love is great, but it can cause unbelievable amounts of damage. You know, because it's right next to the part of your brain that controls hate. Because if you love someone, you have that emotion is so strong that it can be completely 180'd into unhealthy hatred. That's why you see, like, you know, girlfriends getting killed by their stalkers and shit. And that pisses me off because it's like, the police say they can't do shit. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? It's like, yes, you can. Like, what? Like, we can't protect you is basically what they're saying. Like, because he hasn't done anything yet. And it's like, okay, so wait till he kills her, and then, you know, and then we can do something about it. Fantastic. What a great way to go about being policing. What a fantastic way to protect and serve. We'll wait till it happens and then we'll work it out. Antichrist reacts. You are correct. That's the problem. Some people get so sucked into the church that they ignore their families. And your family's always more important than the church. The church doesn't give a fuck about you, okay? That's why there's a collection basket that comes around every week. The collection basket should actually be a donation basket to you who's going to the church. Hi, Pull My Plonker. Life's like a wank. You've got to put in the hard work and graft to get to where you want to be and enjoy it. That used to be how the world worked, my friend. Nowadays, that is not how the world works. You can put in as much fucking work as you want. You can work yourself to death. And you will die like a shadow. Want to know how I know that? Because that was my dad's life. Okay? Stinky Bug, tell me how it does work then. Let's see, Zombie. Yeah, my fiance's brother attacked us with his pit bull. The cops didn't do anything because it was still on a leash. I'd choke that fucking dog to death. I'm not even kidding. Like, I love animals so much. Like, animals mean more to me than people, and I'm not going to lie about that. But you come at my family with a fucking pit, that dog's dead. Okay? Thank Christ for jujitsu. Like, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd get fucking ripped apart. But thank Christ for jujitsu. I'd fucking destroy that thing. Only a dog that's attacking your family. Because clearly that dog's off its fucking head. You know? You know? Do you know how bad a dog can fuck up a human? Like, do you know how bad a dog can fuck up a human? Like, it's crazy. Like, don't go to the Gore sites. It fucks your mind up. Like, I do, to just keep myself in check. Like, you know, I go there to see what the fucking cartels are doing, what ISIS is up to, and, like, what is going on around the world, which, like, in the Ukrainian war and stuff like that. And I do that to keep myself fucking, yes, like, I used to go to Lively. I used to go to Best Gore. Best Gore was my stop. Now I go to Releak, which is Live Gore. You use a rear naked choke, or you grab the collar, not the collar, I'm sorry, you grab the leash, pull it as tight as you can, and pull the leash over your shoulder with the dog behind you until the dog passes out. And then you can let it go. You don't have to kill it. But yeah, otherwise, get up behind it and grab it by the neck, squeeze. Here, okay, hold on. You have to take your arm and press it into your elbow and then press up and apply the pressure that way. So you'd have to do that and squeeze as hard as you fucking can until that dog passes the fuck out. And then you may want to stomp on its head, especially if it went after a kid. You know, if it went after a cat or a smaller dog or a kid, that dog needs put down. Like, you know, it's like certain men, like pedophiles. Dog, you know, men get arrested. Dogs get put down. That's why as a Gore site user, do you find it funny when the media discovers some conflict between going... Yes, I do. I think it's fucking hilarious. I know, like, going to the Gore sites, dude, you know what's going on before it happens on the news. Like, legitimately. There's a Russian version of YouTube, I forgot what it's called, but it's full of gore, it's still up. Of course it is, the Russians are fucking psychopaths. Dude, that country's going down. They're not going to get the Ukraine. And I don't say that as being like, you know, super America. Like, I'm just like, you know, it's fucking... The Ukraine I prefer right now over Russia because Russia's fucking garbage. Like, you know, the people there are so depressed that they don't give a fuck about other members of their family who are dying in fields in the middle of the Ukraine. No one deserves to die and literally mummify in the fields of Ukraine. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, it's horrible. And I saw this video the other day, and it was like a couple days ago. My favorite waifu? Well, I'd say Yor from Spy Family. Um, like I would say Rei Ayanami, but like I was 15 when I discovered Rei Ayanami, and she's 15, so that's why she was my anime girl and kind of still is. But if we're going by age, Yor Breyer because she's 27. Like, we've seen all the Ukraine hammer videos and the Chechen beheading, Saddam Hussein's hanging. Weird culture we have. What are you holding? What am I holding? A vape pen. Um, no kings, no gods. Exactly. Have you seen the comparison of Black Ops 2 campaign compared to now? It's crazy. They almost predicted everything. I did not. I've never played Black Ops. On a scale of 1 to 10, how dominant is your ego versus the rest of your personality? One Piece sucked, by the way. 1. I try to keep my ego in check, like a big time. Even if I talk like I'm arrogant, it's just that I'm autistic and I get annoyed, like because I do so much research on the stuff that I talk about that I'm not bullshitting you when I say this stuff. Like I've read it, I've seen it, I've watched it, like. And I've researched back 40 years, 50 years to when this shit started. So I'm not just bullshitting you, you know? I'm not an accredited fucking like science person. I'm a regular dude, okay? But I have the wherewithal to go and study. Just study. Yes. Like when I'm right and I know I'm right by facts, I'm not gonna concede to your argument. Because at that point, it's not an argument. You're just wrong. Like, everything. I study everything. I want to know everything there is to know. Ever. Like, legitimately. I want to know everything. Been left for about 28 years about. Oh, by the way, someone asked, I'm 38. I used to be a fire starter. Love fights, love shock value. I still do, but I'm way chilled out these days. Yeah, that's not a good way to be. I'm getting out of that right now, but that's from PTSD. The reason I had that, like, being hyper vigilant and just kind of looking for, just like, you're not looking for trouble, but you're ready for it. Like, and that's no way to live. You're like, they're biochemistry. I'd be lying if I said I did. I don't know about biochemistry. I should look into it because it's probably a very clutch thing to know. I know a lot about quantum theory. Hold on, check out my shirt. There's this website that I go to that has these shirts that they make where they make designs that are like, I know a lot about genetics. Okay, I'm sorry. The pictures that they put on the t-shirts are like perfect representations of physics, of physical effects that they have on the earth. Check this shit out. Hold on. This one is to represent quantum physics. So it has like the big cube on the inside, which is like our world, and then the little one which like represents the quantum like element. That is awesome. That's like I thought, like, I looked at that design and I was just like, yup. Like, thanks, bro. It's one for all. Thank you. Nick Gross things. I fought a lot as a kid. Hypervigilance is a benefit currently due to the, okay. Can benefit due to the state repression. Cortisol is the stress hormone. You're thinking, yeah, too much is damaging, as in a shorter life. You're right. Yeah, you gotta find a way to chill. I still have tons of guns, but man, I can't even imagine it anymore. I actually don't own any guns, but I don't have a problem with people that do. I just don't understand owning an arsenal, like, because like the gunfight that you get into with the government when they do come to your house, you're not going to have time to switch guns. Like, you're going to have to, like, just do it with one gun. And, and I also don't understand, like, having to have 100-round magazines. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, what are you hunting? Like, are you, like, Jesus, be safe, brother, and have a good day. You too, Gilrod. Be safe. It's crazy out there. Boar. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, down in Texas, y'all got a wild boar problem. Like, and so that I get. But some of y'all are just gun fetishists, dude. And you can't lie to me about that. Because I've seen people hunting hogs on a goddamn Jeep and they had a fucking machine gun on the top of it. Like, like a fucking like 50 cal machine gun, like a goddamn tank machine gun on the top of this thing. And they're just firing into the boars. But what I couldn't get over is how much they missed. I was like, dude, you clearly weren't in the military. Yeah. Okay, zombie, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, zombie. Yes. Like I get it. You know, I get it. You know, like I get owning guns. I do. I'm not against it. You know, it's just that like I start questioning things when people start acting weird with guns. Like, you know, it's like, I think you like these too much. Just in a sense that it's like, you know, you're carrying around that thing and you say it's for safety, and I totally agree. But part of me feels like you're just waiting for an excuse to use it. Like, there's a chunk of me that feels that way. Hunting rifle is one thing, but see these channels with COD guns. That's what I'm saying. Like, hunting guns are fine. I have a fucking rifle. It's just really old. I can't fire the thing. It'll blow up. But that's how old it is. It's from like the 1800s. But my uncle gave it to me. My uncle, when he died, promised to give me and my cousin his 2 Desert Eagles. He had 2 Desert Eagle 50 calibers. He was going to give one to my cousin and one to me. And then when he died, his wife completely like just ghosted the family and sold all the guns. He had so many guns, and he had kick-ass guns. Like, but guns are fun. Like, yes, guns are fun. Like, I'm not gonna deny that for a second. Like, yeah, but thank you, zombie. I was so upset. I was pissed. I'm like, she sold the guns, and like, I'm like, Uncle Dave promised Paul and I those guns. My name's Christian, by the way. I know it's already on the channel, but like I just said my cousin's name, so I should probably say mine too. But I'm like, he promised. I'm like, he had 2 Deagles, like straight up 50 cal Deagles, and like he promised one to my cousin and one to me when he passed away. And when he did, my aunt but she ghosted the whole family, like, and sold everything and moved away. It was like, what the hell were you doing here in the first place? Like, it makes me wonder. Like, I'm very second, but there's a lot of folks that should go through a mental health test. See, I'm for the Second Amendment, but you need to really think about it. Like, you really need to fucking think about it in a just common sense manner. Don't try to get technical, just fucking common sense. The guys who wrote that were currently under occupation from an outside source, and they had no standing army. So, when they wrote that, they meant that the people should have the right to be armed, so that if we are invaded or, you know, taken over by domestic terrorism, we'd be able to defend ourselves. In a sense that all of our neighbors could join together and join a militia to guard ourselves. That's what that was there for. Their guns, the best people, could shoot 3 shots in a minute. 3. I know a lot of you out there know how many bullets come out of a gun at once for some of those fuckers. Okay? So I'm not against guns. But you have to understand, it was written by men who, I know you think they're old. I know we all thought they were old. They weren't. We're older than they were when they did all this shit. You know? Yes. Nick, you're right about that. It's just, there just needs to be, it's like, No one's coming for your guns. It's impossible in the United States. Yes, like the average age was like 24. A lot of them were like 27, 36, something like that. Like, who's Shrek? If you're calling me Shrek, fuck off, dude. Like, that's mean as hell. Like, but, like, and that's what I'm saying. The founding fathers wrote the Constitution with the idea that it should be changed along the way, that it needed to be amended along the way, because they understood that things changed. And they came from a country to escape tyranny, so they were trying to get rid of that. But at the same time, they owned slaves. Okay, so I'm not gonna pretend the founding fathers were some fucking like superheroes. They were amazing in a sense that they were standing up for what they believed in and wanted freedom from like tyranny and stuff like that. But then they turned around and did the exact same fucking thing. Okay? You had the Federalists and then you had Loyalists and stuff like that. Like John Adams, our first vice president from George Washington. Okay, our first election, they actually went over to people that were going to vote for John Adams to be, who by the way is from right here in Massachusetts. Booyah! Anyway, John Adams was up for running to be the first president. So what the other legislators did is they went around to the people that were going to vote for John Adams and they convinced them to vote for George Washington so that it would look like it was a landslide victory for Washington, because Washington was a social symbol. So right off the bat, our first election was fucking rigged. Right there. That tells you everything about the country. Right there. Okay? My teeth are gone because I got hit in the face with a baseball bat and I was a crack addict. That made my teeth chip away. Now I have studs in my teeth because later on this week, I'm getting dental implants. The two-party system is rigged. We need a three-party system if we're going to keep the one that we have. You need people in between that don't have a dog in the left or the right, because they can pull ideas from the left and ideas from the right and find compromise in the middle where everybody gets something. The problem is right now is that we're like, we didn't get everything we want, so we got nothing. And that's how they do it, man. Like, it's just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, yeah, thank you. America sees politics as a fucking sport, and it's not. It's about ideals, morals, ethics, and values. Your job is to keep the country safe and protected. The citizens are there to remind you that we are in control. That's why we vote you in or out. You do what we want, or we vote you the fuck out. I'm not going to say what I think needs done right now, but we're getting to the point where it might get there. Left and right are run by the same people. Exactly. I think that's good that I sound like a radio station. Take it easy, zombie. Have a good one. Drive safe, all right? It's one for all. My name is Christian. Honestly, the studs are rad. You need to find something to thread in there, like the vampire teeth or pencils. I thought about that, but it doesn't work that way. Okay? There's bone grafts in there, and they wouldn't fit correctly. Thank you, Guitar Jams. It's taken me a year to get the money for my teeth. Like the first half of the surgery and putting them in, 25 bands. So for the second one, getting the actual teeth put in, another 25 bands. Bro, I had to sell my house to get this teeth. No, you can't borrow $1. Let's go 1-for-1 voting system and see what that looks like. I think that I think that the electoral college needs to be abolished, because the popular vote clearly should be the one to kind of, say it, like the people want this person more, therefore. But then we have the electoral college where it's like, no, this state equals this amount of points. This state equals this amount of points. Oh, and BT does. We gerrymandered every fucking red state so that even though in Texas, there's more blue people than there are fucking red. But Texas is so goddamn crooked that it's a fucking red state. Like, I'd be 3D printing something better in there. Dude, I can't afford a 3D printer. Direct democracy always means media-controlled democracy in principle. I believe in a voice for all, yet if your enemy teaches everyone, you are screwed. That's why the problem is that people are way too fucking tolerant. Yeah. People are way too fucking tolerant. Like, there's a point where you can't accept intolerance. All right? It's like people that say to me, like, well, he's allowed to say that when they're spewing hate speech. I'm like, sure, but back in 1930, he would have been punched in the face. And I think that should come back. Bring back punching Nazis. Both of us did, actually. My name's on the lease. I put the plan together. I got us the fronted money. And I was there with her while we figured out the plan to keep the rent going, And, but we got to keep our house. Where the fuck are you? Go read Industrial Society and Its Future. Okay. I won't remember that book title. Yes. You need to have intolerance to intolerance. I've been saying this to the Democratic Party for 11 fucking years now. Grow some fucking teeth and claws. Jesus fuck. This whole time, since Trump started this bullshit, I knew he was going to win because he's playing off of hatred, which is the easiest thing to play off of. Because people identify with that because they can't control it. Like, and then, like, forget. So I was just like, you stop trying to take the high ground. These people in MAGA don't understand that the high ground is the better way to go and makes you the better person. They just think they won in that case. Like, so you need to go down to their level, beat them at their level, and then go back up and be like, this is how you fucking behave. Like, I can get rage baited. I love going off on that shit. Dude, I'm Antifa all the fucking way, so I'll go off. What's super chat? I don't know how to enable that. I don't know. I think it's because I don't have enough followers, maybe? I don't know, man. Clube Tube. Dude, I haven't geeked in a long time. Dude, I'm sorry. I wish I had super chat. I don't have one. I'll have to learn how to get one. Right now, I'm doing this for fucking free. Like, and, honestly, I'm okay with that. But, yeah, making some money off this would be fantastic, to help my mom. Like, because right now getting a job is really difficult. I'm trying to get a job as a teacher's aide, like, to help people with, to help the kids with autism in the special ed classes. But, like, it's, I got to wait to get my teeth, and then I got to go interview with them. I'm going to do it. Like, I'm scared to death, but I'm going to do it anyway. But, like, I know teaching right now, they're treated horribly. They don't get paid enough. But kids with autism need someone that understands them, and I have autism, and I understand them. You know? No, I'm not hungry, dude. Marcus, what is with you, dude? Like, am I hungry for what? I think you're asking me like that. You know, like, are you hungry for something? Like, but if you're asking me if I'm hungry, no, I'm not. I'm not. You need the right to use an excuse for your shitty behavior. Harold, I don't. Why are you? Did you make Broflovsky your last name, like from South Park, on purpose, or is that just a cute little irony thing? Yeah. See, you have to have 1,000 subs to get super chat. No, let kids be kids, man. Like, let kids be kids. They'll figure out who they are, and if they're confused, they'll come to you. Just be a parent, man. They're not getting to me, man. I swear. I know it looks like I'm pissed. No, I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat either, though. So don't get it fucking mixed up. Like, just because I'm not one head doesn't mean I'm the other. You know? And, do I think kids have the right? Like, I think it's easy to just tell kids, like, some families have 2 dads, some families have 2 moms. That's it. Lesson over. It's that easy. Thank you so much. It's one for all. Thank you, Jack Ridley. I'm working. It's brand new. I'm trying to grow the beard out so it's light and the mustache so it's like a little darker. You know? Yeah, you see, Logan, that's the thing. 2 men can fill the roles of mother and father. 2 women can fill the roles of mother and father. What you're thinking of is, unfortunately, you're saying that a father, like the lessons that a father can teach and prescribe are only able to be done by men. And that's not true. Like, and also, what do you mean? You don't believe you can do the job of a woman? I think everyone can probably pull off pretty much anything. Men and women, as far as like opportunities in the workforce, we're totally even. But like when it comes to sports and shit, yeah, then men have the edge. Like, that's why there's 2 divisions. Logan, like, why are you so fucking worried, dude? Like, I don't think you should have kids, Logan. In total honesty, like you would poison them. Are you saying you need some stank for your hang low? Doctor Who, what, where? Why the fuck was that question so hard to understand? Yeah, they can fill the roles of loving parents. That's what I'm saying, dude. Kids don't. Dude, that's unfair of me. The world's unfair, bro. Grow up. You'd have to be a very well-rounded person to teach every life lesson that both parents could teach. So be a well-rounded person. That's not that difficult, dude. Go out and educate yourself. Hi, PC Legend. Thank you, I don't know, man. Like, do you like any Indian songs? Like, My People Indian or Indus region Indian? Lots of single parents out there. Lots of single parents doing a great job being parents, too. And they're getting shit on by society. That needs to stop. Do you know how hard it is being a single parent? Give them some fucking respect. How about that? The problem is that the conservatives don't give a fuck about children. They say they do. Do I like Indian music? Yes, okay. I love powwow music. That shit's fantastic. There's this other kid too that like takes like the Indian songs and then like he puts like beats behind it. It's fucking nasty. It's awesome. Oh yeah, and okay, Logan, you believe that, but a lot of other conservatives, they want to take away women's ability to take care of the baby, which by taking that away makes the abortion process kind of the only choice. Like no girl wants to fucking have an abortion. Like it's not like a fucking like a Disneyland trip. Like people seem to call it that, like, or seem to think that way. Like and Planned Parenthood is there to give you options so that you don't, so that if you don't want to have an abortion, you don't have to. There's ways to help you, you know, and you want it to, and maybe not you, Logan, but conservatives want to take it the fuck away. And then when she has the baby and can't take care of it, they're like, well, you should have thought of that before you had sex. Anybody that believes that, I say this in the strongest terms of both words, fuck you. Okay? Harold, if I met you in person, like, I'd sucker punch you. Like, legit. Fell down the stairs kind of guy. I'd chuck you down a fucking flight of stairs. The conservative Christians don't give a single fuck about anybody but themselves. No, he's been talking shit for a while, Doctor Who What Where. Oh, I know you're a conservative Christian. You fucking reek of it. Bro, you ever use Sharper Image earbuds? It's like $20 in the last years. No, I got my earbuds from Best Buy, and they're Samsung. They were expensive though. Can you chug a flight of stairs? In an ideal world, we blend the beliefs, take the best parts of both, and get rid of what doesn't work. This isn't competitive or cooperative, treating politics like a team game and demonizing your opponents. Yeah, political... Exactly. Dude, we turned this into a football game. Like, no bullshit. Go read the book 1984. We're fucking living in it. Big Brother is fucking the Trump regime, and Little Brother is ICE. You know? Big Brother watches you. Little Brother tells on you. That's the reason why I would get guns. Because ICE rolls up on my house, I'm going down. But I'm taking you with me. Harold Bothlowski, your whole world is a lie, I believe, because the way you talk lets me know that you're really not happy with your life. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here trying to make me unhappy. William Dunn, you're absolutely right. Democrats and Republicans are cut from the same cloth. I mean, the thing is that the Democrats aren't trying to currently destroy the country. Republicans are. Well, there's no Republicans anymore. The last Republican that was there was John McCain, and when John McCain died, that was the end of the Republicans. Now it's MAGA, and that's it. Or if you're black, it's Blaga, or if you're Latin, it's Laga. Like, I got bad news for the people that are people of color. You ain't getting a seat at the table just because you fight for them. You think white people are going to accept you? That's hilarious. It's hilarious. I mean, that's cute. That's cute that they told you that. And that you believed them. Lutherans. I've never met any Lutherans, but like they were the first ones to start Protestantism. Because they're protesting against the Catholic Church. The worst religions are the Mormons, Jehovah's Witness, and Islam. And then Christianity right behind it. They're all terrible, but like there are levels. Methodist is just a rejection of Calvinism, so I don't know. Exactly, I accept everyone, dude. If people like that town down in Arkansas, like where they're moving and they want to make Catholicism is a pedophile protecting, child raping, money laundering, society destroying religion. It's horrible. It's built upon guilt. It's built upon guilt. You need to feel guilty all the time. You are always guilty if you're a Catholic. And your entire life is trying to get rid of that guilt. And that's, I have entered bathrooms, but not girls' bathrooms. I enter the men's bathrooms like a guy does. Harold, who hurt you, man? No, I don't smoke meth. Hello, Chili D's from Switzerland. Beautiful country. I'm an atheist and despise religion in all forms, but I'm utilitarian, so Lutheran is the least bad. They're all bad, dude. None of them are good. Am I still crying? Oh, Drunken Donuts, you're here again. No. Why? Like, I love it. You are trying to make fun of me for crying about my friend dying, and like, I'm like not gonna be ashamed of crying because my friend died. Like, I miss him. I miss him every day. It says more about you than me. A guy in my high school killed himself. Say, R.I.P. Landon. R.I.P. Landon. He took his life, was found in a ditch, dead, found by his dad. Friday, September 7th. That's so horrible. Throw in leads. I truly am sorry. No one should ever have to experience that. That's fucking terrible. And I'm so sorry. I can't imagine what that's like. So R.I.P. Landon. The world cared about you. You know that. We need to rebuild the community and get peace enough that the true agency of their lives. Almost every societal issue boils down to those two issues. R.I.P. Landon. No, I don't, dude. Dude, everything that comes out of my mouth is a fucking like truth. Like, I'm sorry. I don't lie because there's no point. The truth is so much more fun. How am I saying everyone's out to get me? You know what, Donut? I just don't have time for pieces of shit like you. You're a bootlicking cocksucker. Fuck off. And now you're not going to be seen again. Goodbye. Okay. Logan? You do not need religion to be a good person and to have a moral compass and have the correct ethics. Harold, I'm sick of you too. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Okay, so personally, you think that. Keep it to your fucking self. Like, just because you believe, dude, doesn't mean I need to hear about it, and it doesn't mean I have to believe. So, like, believe all you want, and it works for you, and that's cool, but, like, keep it to your fucking self, bro. I'm sorry. I get worked up because my aunt's like that. Every fucking thing she says. Ugh. Christ is great. God is good. I've been to 6 funerals this year. They start to be more often weddings in my age. Dude, when I got out of rehab, when I stopped doing heroin, 12 funerals in 1 year, all from fentanyl. Yeah, you do not need the Bible for morality, and if you wonder how people have morality without the Bible, I'm more concerned about you. Like, that's fucking scary. Some kid said to me one time, like, so what's stopping you from raping and killing all the people that you want? I'm like, nothing. I do rape and kill all the people that I want, which is none. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, you need the Bible to tell you not to do that? That worries me. Yeah, Logan, it's your right to believe in the Bible. It's your right to disagree with me, and that's fine. I like it. It's just like at the same time, like what's what's the Gervais quote? Did I quote Ricky Gervais? My bad. Um, Religion is primitive. It's caveman brain shit. It's so obvious that like the people realized that they could bank off of Yeshua's death, and use that as a perfect way to go against the upper class in Rome, because because now you had a person who they got rid of who wasn't rich. He was a poor man, just like all of them. Dude, morals are always subjective. It depends where you grow, where you're raised, where you're raised at, things like that. God's not real, dude. Send your love to someone who believes. They'll actually appreciate it. You know, to me, it's just a waste of time. Like, and Logan, if I was making a joke, like, yeah, you shouldn't need the Bible to tell you not to go into your neighbor's house and steal shit. Like, morals are unbelievably subjective. Like, I can convince myself that it's morally okay to kill somebody. Anybody could. Like, you know, like, come on, dude. Morals. You should have a moral compass which points you in the direction of positive of things that are progressive in your community, things that help the community instead of regressive, and things that make the community shitty for everybody else. Because trust me, even the people that want other people to get hurt by these rules, they don't understand that those rules fall on them too, and they're gonna get hit too. Dude, like, fighting an enemy that's also a citizen in your own country is expensive and a total waste of time. I actually need that though, or I would. Okay, then you need to go to a fucking hospital. All right? You need to go get some serious fucking therapy. Like, if a book is what, dude, what if I wrote a book and my book says, friggin', I need you to go and paint like every building in a city pink so that I don't know, so that the sun shines on it and it looks right. If I wrote that in a book, would you go fucking do that? Because it sounds like you would. Like, Jesus. The Bible's in the fiction section, dude. That's all I'm saying. Wow, if everyone else was doing it. I know you're pulling my leg right now, but like, holy shit. That's sheep behavior. That's like herd animal behavior. Like dumb. Yeah, no, I got it now. No, they're fucking with me. There's a difference. God's disciples wrote the Bible. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Like, no, they didn't. The disciples did not write the Bible. Do you believe that the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John were written by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John? They weren't. Like, the book of Luke is, I think the book of Matthew is literally just a copy of the book of Luke with just like a couple things changed in it. Like, your book is garbage, dude. There's constantly things that in it that contradict one another. Like, you know, and it supports genocide, violence, slavery, and right there, if you can't tell me slavery is abhorrent, I don't need you on this fucking channel, man. Like, just tell me, do you think slavery is okay? Yes or no question. That's it. My belief? I'm anti-theist. There it is. Yeah, here's the thing though. I love it. People are like, you'll explain these things of like how like they did horrible things in the Bible, and they're like, yeah, but that was the Old Testament, and in the New Testament, God gets rid of all the rules of the Old Testament. But then I'm like, okay, so, but do you believe in the Ten Commandments then? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so that was the Old Testament, so make it make sense to me. God didn't give me any rights. Wait, what the fuck are you on about? My mom gave me life. My dad gave me life. And the government suppresses your rights most of the time. Yeah, and here's the thing. The story of Yeshua was written 50 years after his death by Paul's like nephew. That is not that is not a good like source to get your information from. God didn't give me anything, Austin. That's it, everybody. The Declaration of Independence didn't mean anything. Rights are a human and modern idea. Yeah, but they're good. Rights are a good thing. I don't think owning people is okay. Like, God didn't give me anything. I have free will because the universe is chaos. What gets me is that if something can't be explained, then immediately God. Yeah, I'm trying to friggin' grow my hair out. That's why I look like Hitler. I'm trying to grow my hair long again and trying to stash at the same time. So I look like hipster Hitler. Anyway. Oh, you know that it's the God of the Gaps. Very good, very good. Actually, the Ten Commandments only apply to the Hebrews. Like, thou shalt not kill. That only applies to thou shalt not kill other Hebrews. Like, because right after that, he commands the Israelites to slaughter the Babylonians. Literally, like genocide. He says, like, kill the men, the women, the children, the babies, the livestock, and then bring it down and salt the earth. So don't tell me Yahweh's good. No. I like hearing people's like arguments for why they think God exists. And then I provide my argument of why I don't think he exists. It's called a conversation. There's no good laws in the Bible to follow, except for the golden rule. Which is, how many chapters and pages do you need to say don't be a dick? Like, literally. Beliefs are interesting, but they're dangerous. Like, ideas are better. You can change an idea. Changing someone's beliefs, that's way harder. I have proof my sister was born with a weak heart. God saved her when my mother prayed for her. No. Dude, that's causation without representation. Like, legitimately, like, just because that happened, that doesn't mean that it's fucking, that it connects God. It just means that something happened in an order, and you're looking for it to be God. If you want that to be God, fine. I don't think it was. I believe that it was a fucking 1 in a million thing that happened, and it was a good thing. But it wasn't divinistic at all. Religion does not put anybody in their place. It teaches might makes right. Crom is the best god. He's made the one from Conan. Conan the Barbarian. But to say that your sister was born with a heart condition and then your mom prayed, which means she talked to herself, and then your sister got better, that's not good. That's not proof at all Like, how does that prove anything? You'd have to test it again. You can't just have one thing happen. You got to do multiple test runs. And if it happens the same every time, then we can have a conversation. Hi, Cameron. Thanks for stopping in. That's the problem. Like faith, that's the problem with faith. Like I prefer hope. Like faith is belief in something with absolutely no proof to back it up. Usually tied to divinistic and religious ideas. Hope is something that is built on things that you've done, that you've learned, that you've seen, that you've experienced, and then you take that information and you hope for the best outcome in the future. So I'll go with hope over faith. Hope you're having a great day. Wanted to hear your take, and if you don't believe in God, how did the universe come about? I don't know. We don't know, dude. Okay, so the doctor said that it was basically impossible. Dude, really amazing things happen sometimes. It doesn't mean it's divinistic. Like I said, you have to trial and error, dude. You have to trial and error. If you think something was a miracle, if you think that it was divinistic, you need to try it again. Like you need to test it again. Like because that's how the scientific method works. I've died 4 times, dude, and I didn't see anything. You know what they had? They had dreams. That's because all religions are based off the same thing, man. I know the definition of faith. Gerard Capo. You heard the Man Universe 2.0 confirmed. I believe in multiverses. Like, I do. It's because of Everett's theory of quantum mechanics. It says that, like, a point can exist in a point can exist in an area, but that point also can exist in a different area at the same time, which could hint that that our atomic structure could actually be spread across multiple universes. So, like, there's a me out there that's doing better. There's a me out there that's doing worse. There's one. There's every possibility. It goes into ad infinitum. Dude, I'm not waxing philosophical. I study this shit. If making the universe requires a god, then making a god requires a god. God couldn't make himself any more than the universe. Checkmate, Christians. Good argument. The simple answer to that is we don't know. Yes?
You have a chance, your little kitties are
hungry.
Gotta
feed the cats. All right. I'll do that in a sec. Well, who is Big Ben? Are you talking about Big Ben the clock? Hi, Mister. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you're raised religious, I grew up in a church too, and dude, I saw things that I thought were miracles. I saw things that I thought God did because I was looking for them. I was looking for them, and I thought that, but then I studied and I learned more, and then I became agnostic, and then the more and more I learned, the more I learned that, like, these weird questions that we have, like, why do kids get bone cancer? Why do bad things happen to good people? Why do all these things? And the simplest answer is there is no God. So I follow Occam's razor. The simplest answer is usually the correct one. Possessions are usually what I would call like I'd say it's a mental issue that they're going about, but they're surrounded by religious people that don't want to think about science, so they're just like, this has to be something else. So I don't believe that possessions are actually possessions. Also, half the time, the data that you get on possessions is completely completely wrong. Like it's been it's been foibled about, or it's been exaggerated or hyperbolized. And then you figure out, like, oh, you guys were beating someone to death. Gotcha. I get what you're saying for sure, bro, but the universe needs a creator. No, it doesn't. Because it is within time bound by the natural, but God is supernatural, so that logic doesn't apply. God doesn't exist. I'm just going to straight out say that now. Like, no. The James Webb telescope actually just looked further back than we've ever seen in the universe. And there's a possibility that our universe was created from another universe having a black hole. And that black hole led off into our universe. So it could be that our universe is just a split off of another one. Heading to my multiverse thing, you know? Judo, what are you doing is moving the goalposts like a good Christian. Thank you, Nick, for knowing that. I'm glad there's people in here that have common sense. Eduardo, Latinos, you guys are fucking crazy when it comes to religion. And it's nuts because you don't follow the practices at all. Like, sorry, man. I dated a Boricua. And she was like all religious and shit. She was a porn actress. Does it make up for your lack of common sense? What? No. I'm quite happy where I am. It is true that something happened without a cause. Otherwise, without nothing happened, nothing says that it needs to be got. Yeah, that's the thing, too. Like, you say you're not part of the God. Well, no, I don't know. Like, hold on. Judo Gino. I think you're a God of the Gaps guy. No answer. God. Has to be. That rock just fell out of a tree and I don't know how. Must be God. Must be a god of rocks. Chucking rocks around. Dude, that's caveman brain thinking. Stop it. Grow up. And that's good. Do that then, man. It's like I've said, man. I've said this multiple times. I don't care if you believe in God. I think it's fine. And if it makes you feel better, then that's good. It actually brings in a sense of community as well. Like, I'll admit that. Like, absolute. And you know what? I would go to a church if they were having like a donation thing or like a sale or some shit to like give to the homeless or something like that. Then yeah, I definitely show up for that shit. Like, I just don't want it pushed on me. And everywhere I go, it's pushed on me. So it gets annoying. We will win. Have you ever had your shit packed in? Wow, dude. It's impossible for us on our tiny rock to know even a little of the universe. Exactly. Like, we don't know anything. Don't push what on myself? Dude, I don't push anything on myself. I'm surrounded by it. It's everywhere. It's on the television. It's in magazines. It's in it's in ads. It's like, seriously, there are ads on television now for it. Like, because I like having conversations and debates about religion. It's fun. Dude, I don't tolerate certain things. If certain things are damaging, then yes, I'm not going to tolerate it. What, I'm supposed to tolerate something that's actually damaging? That's why I hate Mormons, man. Because, like, that whole religion is just a way for men to get a harem. Hi, Mr. Deadhead. Don't start with that logic bullshit, okay? You can logically put anything into play. And especially when it comes to God, because there's no evidence or proof or anything that actually shows that he's existed. It's all, everything that you guys pull up that he exists is completely subjective. Absolutely subjective. If it was outside of your vision, no one else would know about it. Now, if it was objective, if I could see it happening too, then we could talk about something. But that's not how that works. John, stop pretending that you're smart, okay? You're putting up these comments like you got some fucking gotcha moment, and you don't. Like, it's like, I go by what I call the 40% principle. Okay, so you're going by your own principle, so what the fuck do you care what anybody else thinks? Jehovah's Witnesses are the worst. My neighbor died because she didn't get a blood. There you go. Jehovah's Witnesses have their own problems as well. Like, say one of their kids comes out or decides that they don't want to be a Jehovah's Witness. They shun them. Like, they shun them. I couldn't imagine doing that to my kids. Shunning your children? Just being like, oh, you're not my fucking kid anymore? You're not posing any decent question. And I'm not angry, I'm demonstrative. Hi, Timmy Bagwell. What I'm saying is that, like, yeah, at some point in time, you have to not tolerate intolerance. And religious people often try to shove the rules of the Bible onto everything, onto laws, into schools, into like the very fabric of the zeitgeist. And that's not cool at all. It's fine for you to have a religion. It's fine for you to believe in God. As long as you're not hurting anyone, as long as you're not like, dude, don't show up to a fucking like event. How is it affecting my life? It's annoying. That's about it. Like, but it's affecting my life in a sense that, like, I've been told that I'm going to go to hell. I've been told that people wish that I burn in hell forever. And, you know, and zeitgeist is the political climate of the time. You know, what's going on in the current world of, like, of what's popular and what's going on in the current time thing. Anyway, who are they hurting? My friends. You know, I've had some of my gay friends, like, literally, like, just abused, like, because they're gay by religious people. And I know people that have, like, John, what are you doing here? You're playing devil's advocate for something that doesn't need a devil's advocate. Doubt is good. It leads you to asking more questions, which leads you to learn more. I mean, like, just... John, why do you care that I don't want religion all over my government, my, like, learning facilities, or in my home personally? Why do you have a problem with that? Then shut up, dude. You're not pointing out any hypocrisy. I'm not being hypocritical. Islam is the most toxic religion on the planet. I have. I know so many people that admire Jesus and are horrible human beings. In fact, I'm pretty sure you could, like, come out of, like, the cartel. You could go talk to, like, any cartel member, and they'll definitely say that they're Christians. Exactly. Separation of church and state is like one of the amendments, and y'all just want to skip right over that. Like, yeah, there's no hate quite like Christian love. John, you insist on being hypocritical by not tolerating intolerance. But at some point in time, you can't tolerate certain things like racism and classism and violence, domestic battery. Dude, there's just some things that like are not tolerable. When was I diagnosed? My psychiatrist said it about, I don't know, 5 years ago, and now I have to go get diagnosed. But so they gave me a test on the American Asperger's Association. So that was like they gave me a test on there as a test for Asperger's, but that we don't call that anymore. It's just high functioning autism. So it was like a 45-minute test. I took it, and it was like trying to like it gave you weird puzzle like designs Asperger's is it's like a milder form of autism, but we stopped calling it that because Dr. Asperger's was a fucking Nazi, like actually in the death camps. That's how he discovered autism, was by testing on Jewish kids and then killing them. So we don't call it that anymore because fuck the Nazis. Anyway. I don't know why you think I have a need to hate. John, I'm just gonna block you. I'm tired of fucking hearing from you. You're annoying. Like, you're pissing me off, dude. Like, I'm not mad or have any hate, but like, you are pissing me off. You're fucking annoying. Goodbye. I do, because I do talk about Nazis a lot. You want to know why? Because cool. I did not know that about the autism thing. Good to know, though. Thanks for correcting me. But I'm just saying, like, I would have been in the death camps, you know? So, and the reason I bring up the Nazis is because Donald Trump is one and supports them, and the Proud Boys are Nazis, and the America seems to be okay with Nazis now. So yeah, I'm kind of very militantly against Nazis. Judah, I'm getting rid of you because you're a fucking retard, dude. Fuck off. And talk all you want. I don't want to fucking hear you. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Motherfucker died exactly the way that he thought people should. He wanted public executions that were... he wanted public... no, what was it? Public televised... gunfire executions. So he got everything he wanted. He just didn't think he'd be the first example. What do you think an authoritarian leader is other than a Nazi? Kirk didn't live. I watched the video. As soon as that bullet hit him in the neck, bam! That severed his brainstem. He was dead. He even went into the fencer's position like that and just fell off his chair. Motherfucker was dead right off the bat. I've seen like the videos. I've seen every video of it. And yeah, Charlie was a stain on this earth. He didn't deserve anything that he got. Yeah, in front of his kids. I don't give a fuck, dude. It's not a good way to die, and he didn't deserve to die that way. But when you preach hate for 10 fucking years, what do you expect? Like, you know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. No, it's not about American politics. I'm trying not to make it that. Like, I'm just trying to, like, talk, man. But let's face it, politics are hard to ignore right now. History is an awesome thing to talk about. That's why I liked Assassin's Creed Origins so much. Because, like, you got to run around ancient Egypt. What if I did, Anthony? What if I did? What if I do? No, Charlie preached hate completely. He said that black people are better off enslaved. He said that black people are more inherently violent. He doesn't think women should vote. He thought public executions should return. And what was it? What is it fucking called when they line you up and they fucking shoot your ass? Freaking by firing squad. Thank you. He thought that people should die by firing squad and that it should be televised. So Charlie got exactly what he wanted. I am American. Proud of it? No. I'm not even proud to be an American. I'm proud to try to fight for what America was supposed to be. Like, you're like, seriously, dude. Like, I really could not care less. I'm indigenous American, so I fucking am American, asshole. Like, more so than you. Like, so maybe get the fuck out of my country because you're ruining it. And no, Anthony, my points are scaring you. That's why you think they're stupid. Oh, not that much. Only like 16%. Don't look it. How is someone supposed to look, Chris? Explain to me. Okay, tell me how my points are wrong then. Like, tell me, please. Like, explain to me how my points are wrong. And which points are wrong. Because you're just saying points, and I've mentioned like 50 fucking things. What I'm talking about is that, like, genocide, dude. America was built on genocide. That's a fact. There's no way around that. I don't agree with Trump on fucking anything. He's saying we had open borders. We've never had open borders. Will someone show this bitch friggin' that, like, you can pull up everything I said about Charlie and it's actually completely quotable? Seriously, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here before the Civil War. If it does happen, though, like, MAGA's fucked. Like, seriously, Google it. Google it, N. Everything I said, he said. Guaranteed. 100%. If you agree with his quotes, I hope you get cancer. In fact, Anthony, you racist cocksucking piece of shit. I hope you fucking die, literally. Goodbye. I'm pro-socialism, yeah. No, Republicans wouldn't. People don't seem to understand that. They think Republicans are all loaded up with guns and ready to go and doobity-dop. And they forget that Democrats own guns too. Oh my God. And they also forget that there's a lot of people who are on the Republican side that don't agree with MAGA. You guys forget that like half of your side fucking hates you. Like, so you're, it wouldn't be a contest. But at the same time, we should avoid that at all costs. Like, no one should want a civil war. Like, nobody. I did say I'm trying to get out of the U.S. No, he actually said public executions should return and they should be televised. And children should watch it. He did say that. Look it up. I don't give a fuck. It's really, I love it that like you say that like Democrats like are for suppression of like free speech, yet because yet when a Democrat says something that makes a point, you guys are like, ah, fake it, shut it down, blah 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 blah. You lose your shit because you're little snowflakes, like, and it's just pathetic. You guys are pathetic, dude. Like, you are a walking like absolute oxymoron. You know, it's ridiculous. Who's watching me, musician? Hassan Piker, he has his own shit. But if I'm a Temu version of him, that means I'm doing something right, I guess. These? Yeah, it's for getting my implants put in. Yeah. The trickle-down method just doesn't work. Like, it hasn't. It never has. Because the rich just want to get richer. They don't want to see their employees as people and treat them well. It sucks. My teeth got knocked out by a baseball bat, and I was a crack addict for a long time. And I've been sober 4 years now, and these are studs, so that I'm going to get my implants. By the end of the week, I'll have implants, and I don't know what you guys are going to do to make fun of me when my teeth are back in. Like, you guys are like, I don't know what you're going to do after that. Yeah, you're going to try to make it seem like I don't know what I'm talking about because I had a crack addiction. Which is funny as fuck because, like, even though I had a crack addiction, I'm still more based and, like, smart than you guys. Musician for life? You have no life. And as a musician myself, you're fucking disgusting, dude. Like, as musicians, we're supposed to care about people. Goodbye. Jay Twisted, you're actually the same thing as me then. Yeah. You're gone too, driver. I don't need to put up with fucking bullshit. It's my channel. Not upper middle class, no. Upper lower middle class. That's the problem. Like, you know, the guys that run the companies, they don't see they don't see their employees as people that they are in charge of to help live. And it used to be like that, you know. Your boss used to give a shit about you, you know. So do you believe in seizing the means of production? Seizing the means of production, like taking them? No, I don't know. I do not live in California. The education level of the general population is pathetic. You're absolutely right. That's why I think you should send your kids to private school if you can afford it for a while, and then send them into public school, because if you send them to private school forever, they're going to be socially awkward as fuck. Like, legit. Okay, then I like social programs. I think the government should provide health care, schooling, and, like good environment, take care of the cities and shit. No, I mean, I went to private school for a while. It's just like any other school. It's just that the classes are smaller, and that's the advantage. Since the classes are smaller, the teachers can focus on the kids better. That's the problem with public schools. They're overloaded, and the teachers don't have, they can't control that many kids. Like, literally, you could tax billionaires 1%. You could tax them 2 to 5%. And like, I don't want to like say this like because I don't know if it's completely true, but like I'm pretty positive that if you took like a slight percentage from the billionaires in this country, you could literally make it so that like no one would have to work in this country again for like at least for a long time. The top 1% of people actually control 33% of all wealth right now. And I heard that from Bernie Sanders. And if you're going to call me a Bernie bro, go nuts. Bernie Sanders is awesome. I'd say that, sure. And billionaires do have tricks to avoid taxes. Am I HIV positive? No. Rich kids with rich kids connections, better facilities, etc. Connections. That's, I mean, you can't blame that on people. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, my parents adopted me when I was 3 months old, and they had been trying to have a kid for like 16 years. So they had the money saved up, and they had been saving their money for a long time. So I got really lucky and was able to go to a private school for 2nd through 5th grade, Colin, I'm not questioning anybody's work ethic. People who become rich, I guess, shouldn't have to share their wealth, but as a good person, you should want to. So you know what I'm talking about, Nick. I'm glad I went to public school at the end of middle school, though, because it taught me how to socialize. Yeah. You made all that money. Good for you. Good for you. You made all that money. Is it going to hurt you to give a little bit of money to help people? Or do you just not want to do that? Of course. If they needed it. It depends what they need it for. But like, if I had money, dude, like if I had enough money, I need money to survive. Like I'm not asking for money on here. I'm doing this for free. But like, I'll have a Cash App on here, and if you want to send me some money, feel free to help me pay rent help me take care of my mom. I suck. I'm a bad son. Dude, who's demonizing you? If it's my money, then yeah, kind of. Like, I mean, I'm not going to give you money to go buy, go get a PS5. But if you need help, like, paying bills, then sure. If I had enough money to give, Oh, shit, you're right, the cats. Ugh. Hold on a sec. Girls. There they come. Hi, Satellizer. Satellite. Here you go. Big scoop. I passed that. Big scoop for you two. Hungry kitties. I'm sorry, girls. I'm sorry it took so long. I got caught up. Ugh. Okay. Here's my cats. The fluffy one is Bastet. The skinny one is Satellizer L. Bridget. My name's Christian Wounded Fox. Here's my issue. If you have fuck you money, like the amount of money where you can just do whatever the fuck you want, and you know you've got like a solid income coming in and you're not going to have a problem with it, you can do whatever you want with it. It's your money, man. You do whatever you want with it. But if you have that much money, you're never going to spend it in your entire life. Why wouldn't you want to like help cure cancer? Why wouldn't you want to help end homelessness? Like, you're living in a $30,000 mansion, $30 billion mansion, and then like down the road there's a dude sleeping in a tent. That doesn't make sense to me. Get a load of this guy. I can't tell if you like me or not. That's kind of it. Yeah, Colin. Like, with great power comes great responsibility. Like, if you have the power to help, I believe you should. Yeah, I just don't get it, man. Like, I know tribalism exists, and it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. Like, hating people for no fucking reason. Like, that's the thing. That's the big problem. Like, the rich are playing by a different set of rules. Like, it's like all of us have to follow these rules very, very tightly. Otherwise, like, you find yourself in jail like that. Like, you can get like the simplest thing, like the simplest mistake in jail. Like, and I don't know. Why do you want to control people, though? If everyone has what they need, I don't think you'd have to control them, because they'd want to make society work, you know? Yeah, they're starting to round up homeless people and send them to those concentration camps. You know? I know, they're coming for me eventually. Well, what's here we go again? But I'm trying to find places to play shows, you know? Like, there's a lot of places around here that have like open mic nights, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm really nervous for it, you know? Because I like the gear I have it isn't so great. Like, I have a piano and a drum machine. That's it. Will Forte? All right. Um, I miss being in a band. I really do. Like, I really miss being in a band. It was fun. And, like, on top of it, like, I don't know. Like, bands at the same time are a company or, like, a business in itself. Like, so it's like a lot of people, you know. I try to play everything I can. Um, I play piano, guitar. Um, those are like my. Oh, I played drums. I took drum lessons for like 10 years. God, my hair looks like shit. Ugh, I need to wash my hair. Um, Playing at the Hard Rock Cafe in Boston was awesome. That was kick ass. Opening for Raw was probably the best because I listened to Raw when I was in high school, and like I I I loved their stuff. So opening for them was fucking amazing. If you look at my band, it's Messages of Ennui, like Messages of Ennui. That's Ennui. If you look that up, there's a performance of us from like the Sad Cafe from like 15 years ago, like, and that was my favorite band that I've been in. All right, HHIC. You pull in a quote from DJ Khaled. Wow. I do like guitar. It's cathartic, and yeah, it just makes me feel better playing guitar. Where do I play? Right now, I'm like, I don't know. Like, there's a few places around my town that do open mic nights, and it's certain days of the week and certain days of the week of the month. Like, one of them does it like the first Thursday of every month. One of them does it like every other thing, whatever. Blah 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 blah. Blah. The thing that makes it like tricky for me is I'm like, oh shit, I got to bring my piano. Like, yeah, it's like oh crap. Like, so I got to bring a piano, and I know. Capitalism is unfortunately, yeah, America went too far with it. I don't know. Enough about America politics. Um, the old days when I was performing, like, all of my bands, like, usually consisted of the same guys. Like, it was always me and my buddy Steve, and then other people around it. Hi guys, hi Foxy, and hi Ponyboy. Thank you for the compliment. I do listen to punk music. I listen to all music, dude. I can't find any, like, I can't shit on any kind of music. I mean, I can on certain ones. Like, we all know there's garbage music out there, and really crap, you know, things. What punk bands? I like, wow. As soon as you ask me, I like Atari Teenage Riot. I like, um, Matt Scava's band. I can't remember what the fuck, dude. You ask me great questions and I immediately go blank. Yeah, we're done with you already. Oh, by the way, Ukraine's gonna stomp you guys out. Bye. Alkaline Trio. Yes, yes, yes. Um, Blink 182. I really love them. I know people are like, that's not punk. The Ramones, the Smiths, the Sex Pistols. Um, I think Bobby no, I can't, Bobby something. Whoever wrote "I Fought the Law." Bad Religions kick ass. I love them. Um, who sang the song "Scrape"? That was a fucking kick ass song. Misfits, hell yeah. Um, Honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I grew up listening to like Goo Goo Dolls, and let's see, like Goo Goo Dolls, the Wallflowers, um, Smashing Pumpkins, Unsane. Thank you. They are so good. I love those guys. That they are the ones that started getting me to record my vocals with like distortion on it. Like, oh, those guys are so kick-ass. And yeah, so I've always loved punk music and the punk culture because it's always been so counterculture. Like it's absolutely kick-ass. But like yeah, I grew up listening to like Fastball was like one of my favorite bands. I love Lenny Kravitz. Dave Matthews Band. Let's see. Bush is my favorite band of all time. Tied with the Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, Billy Corgan is on a different plane. I wish I could play guitar like him. My God. But I did learn a lot from Billy Corgan and from listening to Bush. The utilization of noise. 16 Stone is awesome. I like Razor Blade Suitcase. I also like the Golden album, Golden State. That has the song Ghost Man. I know that's not what it's called. Head Full of Ghosts has that on it. That song is bitchin'. I fucking love that song. I can sound exactly like Gavin Rosdale. I'm not bullshitting. I can sound precisely like Gavin Rosdale. I want to start a tribute band called Cold Contagious and like just go out and play like Bush stuff, you know? What was the band with the frog on the album? I don't know. Oh, Wonderwall. I love Oasis. Silverchair is awesome. They utilize noise really well too, and odd tunings, which I love. You know who I really dig? For a long time, I got into breakcore. So I was a big Glycerin. I'm a big fan of like I love breakcore. So I like Venetian snares and like Aphex Twin and Square Pusher and stuff like that. Like I love those guys. I can play Glycerin. No one hurts like your mouth. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It must be your skin I'm sinking in. It must be for real, 'cause now I can feel, and I didn't mind. It's not my kind, it's not my time to wonder why everything gone white, everything's gray. Now you're here, now you're away. I don't want to miss, remember that. I'll never forget where you're at. I love Bush. Absolutely love them. They got me through my heroin addiction. Thanks, man. I hate my voice, but I love singing. Don't let the days go by, Glycerine. I love Bush. I want to make a Bush tribute band called Cold Contagious, but I can't find any musicians in my area. You know? I couldn't change though I wanted to. Should have been easier by 3. Our old friend Fear and you and me. Bush makes me smile. Just thinking about the songs makes me smile. It got me through. They got me through some hard times. And yeah. Them and the Smashing Pumpkins. Also, Band of Horses. You're like me, Nick. You're cut from my cloth. I mean, I have a guitar. My old band, we did a cover of Little Things and Come Down, and that was fun. But I literally think I could make some decent money. 311's so good, I love it. Oh my god, You Wouldn't Believe is such a good song, and I love the way they combined like punk and like a little bit of hip hop and a little bit of reggae. Love that. I have a Fender Jaguar and a Free Palestine, man. I agree. And I have an acoustic. That's it. I used to have more. I had a Gibson Les Paul, but I'm not gonna lie. I sold all of my gear for crack, so now I have to build it back. Hoobastank's really good too. Underrated band. Do you know what's a really underrated band is Alien Ant Farm? Like, they actually have some mad good songs, but everybody only remembers them for their cover of Smooth Criminal, which was good, but they had better songs, like way better songs. Whenever you hear a band on the radio and you hear a song and you like it, go get the album, because the songs on the radio are not the best ones on the album. He did. And do you know what I noticed? Alien Ant Farm sounds like Coheed and Cambria a little bit. So I think like Claudio Sanchez may have got some of his ideas from Alien Ant Farm. Journey's awesome, and I love singing Don't Stop Believing when I go to karaoke. Because as soon as you do that, just a small town girl living in a lonely world, the entire bar just starts looking at you. And it feels so good. That's what I was put on earth for, is to perform, man. Hoobastank is like a German slang word for pussy. A really good Alien Ant Farm song, my favorite, is Wish. Like, definitely, I love it. Make a wish, make a task, wish. You live a promised life. Make wishes all the time. Fake wishes don't make mine. Such a good song. Korn's awesome too, yeah. Like, and I know it's like, you know, not cool to like new metal bands, but like, let's face it, we all fucking loved new metal in the late 90s. Like, it was the thing. Slipknot, Korn, Deftones. I love the Deftones, man. I always loved Chino's style of singing, and I also loved how their music had this very ethereal thing to it. Yeah, I'm trying to grow my hair out. I know I look like Hitler. Jesus fucking Christ. Hitler was a bitch. The first song I heard by Metallica was The Memory Remains. My cousin showed me it. I heard that song and I was like, what is this? I was itty bit. And ever since then, love Metallica. Love Rammstein. Rammstein's the shit. I love them. And I love singing in German. My dad was German, so yeah, make jokes about that too. It works, right? I look like Hitler. My dad was German, you know. Injustice for All was good. I just feel bad for the guys because that was the album they made right after fuck. Oh shit. their first bassist, Cliff. It was right after Cliff Burton died. So, like, you can hear the sadness in all the music. What do you want, Lucas? Yeah, Cliff Burton. And I'm sorry, he was their best bassist. Dude, just I haven't. I've been talking. I don't even see a message from you. Anyway, yeah, no, Cliff died. Like the way that Cliff died, it was terrible. Like it was absolutely terrible. You know, he was like sleeping on the bus. The bus skidded, and he fell out the window, and the bus landed on him. No one deserves to die like that. Not even in your own country. You know. It is. It's fucking. It is. And Cliff was so talented, so talented. You know. One person that I actually do hold in very, very high regard is Kirk Cobain, and I know, like, you know, figures, but I read his diary that Courtney Love put out. You know, that whole thing. I hate that she put it out, but I had to read it. So POD is awesome. Il Nino is really good too. I went and saw them. They were fucking sick. They ruled. Where was I? Right, Kurt Cobain. I read his diaries, and like, this is gonna sound cheesy as fuck, but like, him and I thought the exact same way. We had the same thought process, the same ideas, and the same like ideals. Like, so the words that he wrote on that page, they just jumped off the page and just jumped into my soul. It was crazy. System of a Down's awesome until it became the Darren Malakian project. Like, I like Serge Tankian's solo stuff too. Like, I thought it was really good. Empty Walls was a sick song. Like, it was a really good song. You know, I'll die on that hill. That whole album was good, actually. And I love singing like Serge, like, because he's got this operatic voice. So good. So good. Such a talented singer. Yeah. KMFDM, I listen to them too. I actually haven't heard Babes in Toyland. I was a huge fan of Zwan when Billy Corgan, you know, put that band out. Like, obviously, like, it clearly was just like a tryout project, but it was so good. Courtney Love's band sucks. Hole, Billy Corgan wrote that whole album for them, and you can hear that he did. Like, dude, yeah, In Utero is such an amazing album, and like, yet it just, when I was reading Kurt's diary, it felt like I was reading my own words. It was something else, man. Like, it was crazy. Like, I was like, holy shit, Kurt, you and I we were the same. That's why I had to get off the heroin. Yeah. 4 years sober. And keeping it going. I have not heard Babes in Toyland. I know the movie Babes in Toyland, but I didn't see that either. Sinead O'Connor is awesome. Cypress Hill's really good too. I love them. And Beck kicks ass, but like, I have a hard time because he's a Scientologist. But I enjoy his music for what he is. Yeah, and yeah, Garbage Hole and Babes in Toyland. Like, if Courtney Love has a band, somebody else wrote the music for her, either Trent Reznor or Billy Corgan. Like, The woman has no fucking talent to do anything. Like, seriously. Thank you very much, Diesel Boy. Like that one song, oh, make me over. That one. Tell me that doesn't sound like Smashing Pumpkins from their first album. Like, come on, that's a bullshit. Like, if you say no, that's bullshit. Yeah, doesn't that ruin it? Doesn't that ruin everything? Like, friggin', I love Beck, and then I found out he's a Scientologist, and I'm just like, damn it. So now I just have to listen to his music and like it and not think about that. Because, like, E-Pro is one of, like, my favorite songs. I think it was put together so well. Primus is awesome. Jenny got a big brown beaver, and she pets it all the time. Music's my whole life, though. Like, I get scared sometimes because it's like, if I don't do something in music to provide a life, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Yeah, exactly. It's like such a great thing, and then you find out who wrote it, and you're like, oh, god damn it. Because it's hard to separate the art from the person. Like, because you know the art came directly from that person's mind, and that mind is influenced by whatever they are. Like, so sometimes it's hard to separate the artist from, their beliefs, but like, a good song's a good song. That's the way I see it. Even if it's a genre I don't like, if the song's good, I gotta give it its props. It's just what it is. The problem is nowadays is that it's all so, it's too clean. Does that make any sense to anyone? Like, it's too clean. Like, it sounds manufactured. And that's why, like, with the Box Ghost, my band, my brand new one, it's just me. But I'm going to pretend it's a whole band. I'm going to, like, put it out there like Gorillaz, like it's a whole band. So, keep it a secret. But the Box Ghost, I'm just going to make it, like, lo-fi rock. Like, legitimately. Like, because I just don't feel like putting a whole lot of, like, I want to just have fun in that project and not, like, continuously be going through my head and figuring out what to do. Like, that's for my project Anhedonia. That's the one that I put, like, all of the steam into, but the Box Ghost is meant to have fun. You gotta have fun. If you yes, but not just metal, everything. It's overproduced. Completely overproduced. And you lose the, my Maserati does 185. I don't care, Houston. I don't mean that rudely. I just am not a gearhead. I'm a gearhead for music. Yeah, I thought it was a really good band name, Anhedonia. Oh, well then I'm an idiot, Houston. I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah. But yes, what do you think of the name for that project? It's going to be like it's going to be like a very ethereal, very psychedelic, but I'm going to add in like breakcore bits, like, to some parts. But the parts that have like breakcore beats in them will have like very melodic stuff over it. I can't drive 55. Oh, Van Halen. You guys like Van Halen or Van Hagar? Like, which one would you go with? As far as 80s bands go, I'm Skinny Puppy's my favorite. That line, yeah, that's me right now. My license is suspended. I can't go anywhere. Ugh. And the amount of hoops they have you jump through to get your license reinstated, Jesus Christ. I get why people like just Uber everywhere. Hair metal is weird. You've got guys that dress so much like chicks who are the most homophobic people on the planet. Explain it to me. The 80s were strange. I'm glad I was born in 86. I didn't have to deal with a lot of that shit. Houston, you and I are cut from the same cloth. Same thing with you, Nick. I'm glad you guys are here. Please like and subscribe my channel. Kiss does suck. Kiss is they're not good. Only 3 people on here. That's okay, dude. We weeded it down. We weeded it down. Look at that. We got rid of all the shitheads, and now it's just us. Hell yeah, dude. Like, I can't stand Gene Simmons, dude. Like, for real. The guy has an ego the size of a planet. Like, it's like, Gene, calm down. You're a bassist, and you're not even that good. As soon as the makeup came off, everybody was like, put it back on! Put it back on! Like, nice to find you too, Nick. There's not enough good people. That's not true. It's hard to find friends nowadays. So even if it's online friends, I'm glad to have you guys here. Oh, man. Skinny Puppy I love, though, because, like, they made statements about, like, you know, against animal vivisection and against testing and against what the U.S. was doing over in the Middle East and stuff like that. It was really cool. Yeah, Kiss fans are crazy. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta use the toilet. I apologize for that. The water went right through me. Detroit Rock City! I remember that movie. Oh boy. It's chilly here. Let's see. Spinal Tap was amazing because it just roasted the entire like rock industry. It was so perfect. Like, oh my god. The industry sucks, by the way. Like, just It's crazy. If you go back, like, we learned that all of our favorite like rock stars back in the day were fucking pedophiles, dude. Like, they all were. It sucks. Like, there's a few that weren't, but like most of them were. Like, most of them were fucking like teenagers when they were like in their 30s and 40s. Like, I mean, I hate it. Some of our favorite people, like, and then like it's coming out that like all of Hollywood is that crooked, weird, like almost sex trafficking shit, you know? Like, and it's coming out. The light's shining on. And Hollywood's gonna have to fix itself. Yeah. I wanted to be part of that crowd for the longest time. You know, I moved to LA, you know, to try to get a chance in doing things. But like that was 15 years ago. Or no, yeah, that was like 15 years ago. And no, 10 years ago, my bad. But yeah, like it's an insane city. Like everybody there is nuts in a sense that like you got girls everywhere that want to be fucking stars. They're willing to pretty much do anything. And I don't know why they're going to Texas. I'm sorry. Like I think it's the Joe Rogan effect. Like, I used to be a fan of Joe, and now he can go fuck himself. Like, the dude has just got... I don't know if he's, like... I don't know, dude. The steroids are making him stupid. Like, legitimately. He used to be open-minded and, like, ask questions and, like, push back against, like, certain things and stuff like that. Now he's just a grifter, dude. Cheaper houses, I know, and there's no, like... There's no, I don't think there's like, is there no property tax or something? That's cool and everything, but like, I don't want to be surrounded by conservatives, man. Like, I know Austin's like a blue state, blue city. Yeah, you know, I've heard Texans say before, they're like, you know, come to Texas, but if you're going to live here, you know, you got to be a certain way, you got to vote a certain way. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds like really bad. So I'd probably avoid Texas at all costs. Unless I was performing there. Because if I had fans in Texas, then they deserve to see me play as much as anybody else does. I am still striving to be a rock star at 38. It's a stupid dream, I know, but I'm going for it. I'd check it out. I've heard good stuff about Houston. I like how everyone says like Nashville is like the like the music capital or whatever. It's like, yeah, for country music. Like, and country music used to be good. You know, country music used to be really good. Hank Williams, Johnny Cash, friggin' like Willie Nelson, all of them. The Traveling Wilburys. Like, country music used to be really, really good. And then the pop scene got into it. Now it's all, I'm driving my truck and I love America. My girl left me last night. That bullshit. And it's all the same 4-chord crap, you know? It's just, ugh. And they added a rap element to it, which is hilarious to me because a lot of them are racist. So it's just like, yet you adopt black music. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm checking out now. Thanks for the conversation. Take care. One day at a time, bud. Thanks, Nick. Have a good day and be safe and be careful. It's repetitive, and I'm not against rap music. I love rap music. It's awesome. Like Tech Nine, Eminem, freaking Bone Thugs and Harmony and stuff like that. Like, they're awesome. It's great having you here, Nick. Hi, Cinco. What do we got going on here? I'm talking about my music career and like trying to like make it big in music. and at the same time discussing other bands and areas to play music and stuff like that. You see, I'm still like, I'm 38 and still striving to be a fucking, yeah, I see he left. Like, you know, I know being 38 and trying to still make it in music is, let's face it, you guys probably think it's lame, but it's been my dream since second grade, just to make music and make people happy. And just make enough money off of music so that I can survive. That's it. Thanks, Cinco. Like, it's hard now, though. Like, I opened a Spotify, but now I've got to get the stuff, like, I've got to get the stuff to record it. Because unless you, like for the Box Ghost, the reason why, like, I call the band lo-fi rock is because if I don't, everyone's going to be like, this sounds like shit, because you have to, like, overproduce the crap. What do I do musically? I perform, I write, I produce, I do it all. It's just me and the Box Ghost, the band. You know, I just make it sound like a band. It's just me, though. But, yeah, lo-fi grunge rock, you know, or post-grunge, but definitely lo-fi. Actually, there's probably even a little electronica in there. But, yeah, Anadonia is the big project, but I gotta wait to get all, like, the computer and all the other stuff so I can, you know, because I want it to sound, like, radio ready, you know. The Box Ghost is for fun, you know. That's why I named it after a Danny Phantom character, you know. I am the Box Ghost, you know. One person left. I went from 17 to one person. I bored the hell out of everyone. Oh. Yep. That's what I'm hoping, is that it is different enough to get people's attention. Because a lot of stuff does sound the same nowadays. You know, it's because this, let's face it, the same producers are producing everyone. Like, every separate artist still has the same producer, so that's why it sounds the same. And like, there's like 4 producers in Hollywood doing all the songs right now. It's ridiculous. Like, to find good music nowadays, you have to go underground. Like, you really have to go underground. No, rock's not dead. Rock's not dead. Like, it seems, but like mainstream rock is dead. It's just carbon copied, packaged, sealed, just regurgitated shit. Exactly. It's overproduced garbage. It's like, this sounds like it was just made for marketing, like, legitimately, and that gets rid of every bit of soul and like actual, like, feeling that went into the music when you overproduce the hell out of it. Like, because now it's like, okay, it's essentially like just your standard pop song, which makes you don't feel connected to the artist at that point. Like, when it's more like low tech as far as, like, making music and stuff like that, you feel more close to the artist. Like, you feel more in tune with them, like you were right there when they were making their music. Whereas if you listen to something that's like wicked, it will if you let it. Like, but no, nothing will ever kill music, dude. Like, like, if you look underground, there's so many very talented artists who are just not getting the attention that they should be getting. You know, but they are amazing. You just have to look underground nowadays, especially in Australia. There are a lot of good rock bands coming out of Australia right now. Like, it's a new wave. Like, it's just, times are changing. You know, times are changing. It's been this way the whole time, you know, all the time. Our parents thought our music was fucking weird, you know, and you know, their parents thought their music was weird, and their parents thought their music was weird. You know, it goes with the times. Like, but, like, I'm not gonna lie. To like make my music for Anhedonia, that requires a computer to perform, because the music for Anhedonia is meant to be soundscape style music, um, but with beats and lyrics. Um, and yeah, you're right. Once they make it, they start sounding like crap. Except for Coheed. Coheed and Cambria like got big and like stayed awesome. Arthur Morgan. Pleasure to meet you there, Arthur. There's some bad business out there, but I'm glad to have you on my channel. Best game ever. And God loved the earth so much that he gave forth his only son, so that those that believed in him would not die, but be granted eternal life. Yep. This is gonna sound weird. I know it is, but like Arthur Morgan, like he felt like a big brother, kind of big brother dad figure to me. And I know that he's a video game character, but like the way that he came across, like Arthur, the way you came across, you felt like a big brother dad figure to me. And I would have been on your side the whole time. I knew Dutch was losing it. I knew Micah was a fucking. I sniffed out Micah in 5 minutes. First time going to the O'Driscoll cabin, I called him out. I called out Micah right then. I knew it. The way he treated Lenny, knew it right off the bat. I called that shit. 5 minutes in. 5 minutes in. I was like, I don't fucking like this dude. But Arthur, if I had been in that gang, if I had been part of the Vanderlyn gang, I would have been like, I'm gonna go with Arthur. And they'd be like, Fox, why are you always going with Arthur? I'd be like, just as backup. I'd really be going because he's the only one I trust. I don't listen to new Coheed, dude. After the whole story was done, and then they came with like the Black Rainbow and stuff, I was out. I'm out. I was out after that. I was like, dude, that story was so good. Like, you did it so well, and it actually like convinced me that I want to make a concept album. I want to make an album that like the songs tell a story, a whole story. I actually did do that with my band Ghosts Among Shadows. Yeah. The problem with Dutch Arthur, I don't want to offend you, but Uncle's right. Uncle's right. He wants to be a king. He wants to be a king of his own land. With his knights, his loyal knights. Uncle's right. But don't tell the gang I said that. Yeah, like I just kind of dropped off of Coheed. But I wouldn't. I'm never gonna say that like I stopped liking Coheed. I just stopped listening. Oh boy. It's getting to that time, isn't it? Sundown. We'll leave that to the rat, Arthur. Old Hawthorne Heights for a lot for some reason. I don't know where that is. Oh, Arthur. I would have saved you if I could. See you later, buddy. Well, to the three left, I think I've worn out my welcome. I think people are tired of hearing me talk. Okay. I know Hawthorne Heights. Yep. I didn't know you were talking about the band. I thought you were literally like talking about a street. Yeah. I can't wait to get back to performing though. I know I'll feel better. Like I know like mentally I'll feel better. Cuz like it's cathartic. It's my natural high. Like that's, you know, people say like you got to find like your natural high. That's mine. Playing on stage, playing music on stage for people, that's my natural high. That could get me through life forever. Just that feeling like of just entertaining people with my music and having them listen and love it and or like it and watch them sing my lyrics. It's just the greatest feeling. It makes you feel like God. Anyway, I'm going to take off. It has been a pleasure. And I mean that. Thanks guys. I'll be doing probably another live feed tomorrow when I go on my morning walk. So, yeah. So, thanks for watching and take it easy. Be safe, okay?